Welcome to this video on scatter graphs, including drawing a line of best fit. So, here we've got a scatter graph. A scatter graph is the one graph that you do not join up with a straight line, okay, or a curved line or any sort of line. All the points need to be scattered and individual across the page. So here we've got a graph that is showing us the foot length compared to the body length. Now what a scatter graph does is it allows us to look at relationships and correlations between things. So this graph is telling me that as my foot length increases, my body length increases. So in other words, the taller I get, the longer my feet get. Okay, another good example is ice cream sales. As the temperature increases, you would expect ice cream sales to also increase. Okay, you could have another temperature one would be the sale of woolly hats. So as the temperature decreases, the sale of woolly hats would obviously go up because it's getting colder and people want to stay warm. So there are three different types of correlation you need to be aware of. Positive, that is when your graph is going in that direction. Negative, when your graph is coming in this direction. And the last one is no correlation, and that's where there's no pattern. Your dots are all over the place and you can't tell if there's a relationship between things. So the first question we're asked about this graph here is, what does the scatter graph tell you about the type of correlation between the body length and the foot length of these rodents? So does it match the positive graph, the negative, or the none? It matches the positive. Okay? Because as one thing is going up, something else is also increasing. We're then asked to draw a line of best fit. Now a line of best fit, please ignore what science tells you, it does not have to go through zero. Okay, for maths. It might do in science, but not in maths. So, a line of best fit is a line that shows us the trend of the graph. We can then use this to do estimation. If you don't draw a line of best fit in the exams, you're liable to lose marks. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our ruler and we're going to put it on our graph and we're going to wiggle it around, and we want an evenish number on each side. So at the moment I've got 4 on that side and 3 on that side. That's because I've got an odd number of points. Okay, so we're going to draw it through about there. Okay, and it's one straight line. And that's our line of best fit, straight through the middle there, following the trend. Okay, it doesn't have to pass 3 points. Okay, you want an even number on either side as best you can, and it should follow the general trend of what it is going to be. Everyone's line of best fit will be fractionally different, but it shouldn't make too much difference to your answers. So question C said, if a body length increased by 50 millimetres, by approximately how many millimetres would you expect the foot length to increase? 2, 7, 15, 50 or 275. Okay, so if we have a look here and we compared, if I take the 100 here, and if I'm going up by 50 millimetres, so if I take this one, roughly what's the change between this dot and this dot? If you look, it's round about 7, 8, and we've got the option of choosing 7 down here. Okay, so we've got the options of 2, 7, 15, 50 or 275. Roughly between those two dots you're going up by about 7, so we would circle the number 7. Okay. The next question, an animal has a body length of 228 millimetres and a foot length of 22 millimetres. Is this animal likely to be one of the species of rodent? So what we're going to do is we're going to see if that fits on our graph. So we've got a pair of information, we've got 228, so round about there, okay, and we've got 22, round about there. So this new guy is fitting in that cross just there. Now, does that fit the trend? No, it does not. Okay, it's what we call an outlier. And because it doesn't fit the pattern of what's going on, it's not part of our data set. Okay, it's an outlier. It's not likely to be one of our rodents. Okay, right, let's have a look at another question. Okay, so this graph is about poplar trees. Again, we're comparing the height of the tree with the diameter of the tree. So as the height of the tree is increasing, the diameter of the tree is also increasing. So we've got a positive correlation. Okay. Now the difference here is this question asks you to describe the relationship. So that is if it's a correlation. The relationship is the height, the diameter increases as the height increases. So the next part says the height of a different tree is 3 meters and the diameter is 5. Use the graph to explain why this is not likely to be popular. So if we plot this on, it's got a height of 3 and its trunk diameter is 5. What again do we call this? We call this an outlier. So it's not going to be part of the poplar. And then the last question says another tree is a poplar and the diameter is 3.2. So this is when we draw a line of best fit. If it was me, every time I come to a scatter graph, I would draw a line of best fit regardless. So we've got 6 on that side, a few more that way. Okay, so we're going to have roughly around there. Like I said, everyone's is going to be fractionally different. And we're then going to estimate the tree. So we're going to go from the diameter of 3.2 at the bottom here, all the way up, hit the line. Okay, so there's my 3.2. I'm going to go across from where I've hit it. And this is telling me it's approximately 4.6. Okay. Now, you would have a slight leeway there in the exams, and that is all it's going to ask you to do. So, plot any points it tells you, describe the correlation or the relationship, make sure you've drawn a line of best fit, which you can then use to estimate. Good luck.